Alright, so we wrapped out Thursday night football. And it ended off with the Packers beating the Commandos, 27 to 18. And overall, it's just a dominant game. And we're gonna look at some stats and stuff like that. If you've seen this morning's short, you'll see my initial reaction. But this is gonna be more. This is gonna be kind of like more in depth of that. So let's hop right into this video. Let's start with the stats like we usually do with the Washington Commandos. Jaden Daniels went for 24 out of 42, 200 yards and two touchdowns, which, not gonna lie, Jaden Daniels actually looked very bad in the first half. But he stepped it up in the second half, and he looked pretty good. But the Commandos couldn't do anything. And overall, Austin Eckler did not suffer an ACL till he suffered an Achilles injury. So, yeah, Achilles. Not fucking ACL. That was an ACL, but it's not. I'm stupid. Receiving, Zach Ertz was the leading receiver with 64 yards. By the way, Zach Ertz is a tight end. Okay, I'm gonna stop criticizing that because the Commandos also have Terry McLaurin, and Terry McLaurin, because Terry McLaurin's been missing a bunch of training camp. Well, he missed a bunch due to contract disputes and stuff like that. He doesn't look very good with Jaden Daniels at the moment. Like, soon they will start cooking it, like, in October or something, but for now, they're not gonna have, like, that great duel that they had last year. But Deebo Samuel, god damn, he's back. Deebo Samuel's so back, guys. Wow. 44 yards and a touchdown. Okay, maybe not so back, but at the same time, he's got a touchdown. That's something. 44 yards ain't something crazy, but hey, back-to-back games with a touchdown. Way better than he did last year with the San Francisco 49ers. Then everyone else, though, nothing interesting. Defense-wise, what the fuck? Anyways, Jacob Martin got half a sack. Same with Von Miller, which is crazy because Von Miller is old, but he ain't completely washed yet. He's still cooking out there. Kick returns mainly Deebo Samuel. Matt Gay was running 1 for 3. Goddamn, Matt Gay was terrible. Yeah, yikes. Going to the Green Bay side, Jordan Love, 292, 2 touchdowns. Damn, Jordan Love almost went full 300 yards. Wow, that's pretty insane. Then rushing wise, Josh Jacobs had a touchdown with 84 yards. Yeah, that was pretty good. Tucker Craft, dude, wow, goddamn, 124 yards and a touchdown. Funny thing is, 124 yards. By the way, Tucker Craft, yeah, he looked very good. He was the leading receiver by a mile. God damn. Overall, that offense looks good. Jaden Reed did have an injury though. Matthew Golden did shit. Romeo Dobbs had a touchdown, 28 yards. So everyone else, like the Packers, are doing pretty good right now. And then, yeah, Jordan Love had himself a good game. Now defense, Micah Parsons had half a sack. He had a terrible game. Micah Parsons had a good game. He had 2 assists, 2 tackles. He pressured Jaden Daniels a lot though. Okay, so everyone else had half sacks. Carlo Brooks, no, Devontae Wyatt and Rashawn Gray had pretty good games. Pretty good sacks. Then looking at the kick returns, yeah, Matthew Golden built -2 yards, and then even Brandon Manus, what the fuck is that name? Went for 2 for 3. So yeah, not really the greatest. Now looking at anyways, going to the team stats. Total yards: Green Bay 404 yards, Commandos 230, passing yards 269 compared to Commandos 179. Rushing yards 135, Commandos 51 yards per play, 64 yards, Commandos 3.5. Goddamn, the Packers dominated. First downs, Packers had more first downs, third downs efficiencies. Packers had more. Fourth downs, the Commandos did a little bit more total plays. Same with the Commandos had more plays, but sacks allowed. The Commandos had more sacks. Packers only had 2 punts. They both punted at the same time. Penalties, Commandos did not commit penalties as much as the Packers. No fumbles, no picks, and time of possession. The Packers dominated that. Overall, it's just a straight up domination from Green Bay. Then looking at the scoring summary, we got Romeo Doubs going for a touchdown from Jordan Love, making the game 7-0. Then Josh Jacobs got a touchdown, which makes it 14-0 Commandos, Green Bay. And then Matt Gay scores a field goal, his only field goal of the day of the game, and it was 3-14. Then second half, Green Bay kicks it for a field goal, 17-3. Then the fourth quarter, Zach Oates got it from Jaden Daniels, and went up 10-0 Green Bay. Well, 10-17 Green Bay. But then Green Bay scores, makes it 24-10. And then they do it again. And then Commandos tried to make a comeback, but it didn't work. And the final score was 27-18. The Packers look complete again. Packers look completely dominant. And I'm just saying, like, the 2 best offenses in the NFL last year, one of the best offensive in the NFL last year was the Commandos and the Lions. So I think the Packers might actually be like a top, like, we all knew they were a top 3 team. They go like number 2 in the power rankings now. I think they moved up. The Bills haven't even played yet, but they're better than the Bills right now. And the Eagles, I feel like the Eagles are the only one that can beat them. And maybe though, no. Yeah, the Eagles are probably the only team that can beat the Packers. God damn, they look dominant. That defense is amazing. The offense is like still, but it's cooking though. It's cooking. Anyways, yes, Green Bay dominates Washington in a 27-18 game, and yeah.